Alright guys, we're in California. We're headed up Mount Diablo to the campground. Closest one they had. It was reasonable. I got 5 days here, and then Megan should be here by then. We'll figure something else out. Enjoy the drive.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Well guys, we're here at camp number 27, Mount Juniper. Stay, girl. Pretty cool, primitive little camping spot. We'll probably make the trek up there tomorrow, get the real view. And a nice old dead fir tree. Wish I would have known to bring some firewood. I got the EcoFlow 400 watt panel set up. I bought this a while back for the station, and it goes through the air conditioner blowout or whatever. We're getting about 315 watts right now. Sun's getting low, and I ain't too familiar with the panel. It seems to be a good angle for the sunlight. I don't know what you guys can really tell, but there's some pine cones in that tree supporting it in places where it wanted to fold. There's facilities right there, a shower and a restroom, so I'm going to take advantage of that shower, not having one in 4 or 5 days now, which is a damn 10-year record for me, I swear. Even in hunting trips, I get to take showers. This has been a long drive, man. It's a pretty place. You need to see my face. Got that whole tree on the ground there, but can't collect wood. Can't burn it. Can't cut any pieces off and burn it. It's kind of messed up, California. Why don't you want me to clean that up? You said you're going to pay someone to do it. I guess someone could get hurt. Probably because people get hurt. But even like this, like, can't just cut some pieces of that off and burn it. I'm gonna have to ask if a ranger comes around, but I don't think they're gonna. It just, you guys don't, it's 6 miles up them roads. I hope we got good video of it. We didn't get it all. There's Lynn, she made it in one piece, 2,500 miles. New tires, looking like we got a few broken belts. No surprise there. At least one broken belt. Got one broken belt. Here. Oh, that's being a good girl, aren't ya? Just being a good girl in your bed. I'm gonna take advantage of the rest of the sunlight and get this thing, get the EcoFlow charged up, or at least somewhat charged up. It says it. Let me show you why I read it. It's at 17%. It says at 320 watts, what we're pulling right now. It would take 15 hours to fully charge. I believe it's what it's saying. I still haven't messed with it too much because I've had power up until this point. I'll tell you, for that being a 400 watt panel, we're pulling in 320 watts right now. I think that's pretty good, you know? Especially with the sun as low as it is. Like, it's hard for you to tell, I'm sure, but this is, you know, noon where, guys, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see what time it is. Oh, it's noon. That's noon. So at high noon we're getting 300 watts. Maybe that's not so that's not so great. Let me know in the comments. I was sitting here thinking, oh, I'm doing really good. I'm getting a badass charge out of these, but maybe I'm really not. Maybe it needs adjusted a little better. And personally, I think it seems weird for noon. California is weird, man. Noon, Ohio. The sun's right up above you. I don't care where you're at. That's funny. That's funny. Anywho, that's not for me. Look, someone else had their unpacked some solar gear here. I'm thinking. I'm not the first one. Alright, guys. I'm going to take advantage of this shower. You sweet girl. And, I don't know, get settled in, kinda. We're here for a couple days. I gotta send some emails and make some calls while it's still a decent time of day. So, I'll see you guys shortly. don't know how good this view is for you guys. Looking through a GoPro, I mean, you can see the bay out there, the Bay Area. We're on top of Diablo Mountain, Mount Diablo. I think it's kind of back and forth on what's going on and what we've been doing. Last you guys probably knew, I was heading to Georgia to pick up a boat, and turns out that boat, someone had already put an offer on it, was on their way to get it before I could even get over there. So here we are in California on one of the first boats I ever even seen online, believe it or not, in my search. And I'm like, no, I don't want that project. But everything else about the boat is perfect. It just needs everything. I looked at a lot of boats, and none of them, every boat's a compromise, they say, but not if you get a boat like I'm about to show you guys and make it your own. Then there's no compromise. It's exactly what you wanted. And the hull shape and the rig, everything is exactly what I always wanted. It's just pretty unfinished inside. It's not that it's a gross mess and needs gutted, it's already gutted. So someone started refitting it from Home Depot basically. So we'll see. You can see what I'm seeing. I just don't know that your view of what's out there is as spectacular as mine. I mean, it's really not anything amazing. It's just a good view. Yeah. I'll tell you what it wasn't worth was the cost of my brakes after I get down off of this stupid campsite. It's cool to see everything from up here, but for one, it's cold up here. You guys know I don't like that. I have my mic on. You can probably barely hear me in the wind, so I'm just going to stop this. We'll pick it up somewhere else. Okay, guys, we got our little sun coming in. We're pushing on 380 watts right now. It's our panel right there in full sunlight. And we see the big ball of heat up there. Violet, get off my heels. I think that's pretty good. 380. It's freezing cold. It's so cold. Let's see if this tells me the temperature up here on the mountain. What was I ever thinking? 54 my back. Oh, that's Martinez. 48. Feels like 49. That's a lie. Oh, it says feels like 54. That's a lie. It's going to be 32 tonight, so I guess we better buckle up. And rain tomorrow and rain Friday. Damn it. It's not going to be good for getting down out of here if it's raining. Oh, sorry, I'll turn this. So there you go. Hey guys, just realized we never finished up that little update. We were sitting over here on the bluff the other day because I realized it's way too windy and you probably couldn't hear me. I'm outside right now. It's not too windy, but I don't have my mic and the dead cat and all that on. Would you stop licking me? Like I said, we're in. I don't want any kisses. We're in California. We're up at Mount Diablo right now at Juniper Campground, and we're getting ready to head down to Sausalito where the boat's at. I don't think we're going to see it today, but I can't do anything from up here. There's zero cell coverage. I've got all these parts moving, and I can't even make a call. So it's being real tough right now. I'm gonna have to go find somewhere where you actually have some cell coverage so I can actually make calls, because every call I try to make gets dropped. And I got this broker and the owner. Could you stop, please? I don't want any kisses. I'm talking to these guys. You see them? Anyways, She's happy, like always, and thinks I'm talking to her. But yeah, we're getting packed up. We're gonna get out of here right now and go see if we can't find somewhere closer to where the boat's at, for one, and then we'll actually get some cell coverage. And I know it's gonna be hard because there's not a lot of places where you can like park your vehicle at your campsite. It's all like park and walk in. You know, who freaking knows? Would you stop? That's enough. Crazy. But yeah. All right, we're gonna do that. I don't need to get into the whole how we ended up out west instead of she's so mad. She's so mad. Are you gonna throw a fit? Are you pouting? Huh? Are you pouting? We're gonna go in just a minute. I'm just telling these people what's going on. They need to know. They're with us on this journey. You don't care? I think she somewhat cares, but she really just wants to get on the road. She's she can't be off the leash here, and she has been. She has been the whole time, except for when there was a lot of people up here the first day, and now again today, it's overcast, but it's not pouring rain, so there's people just hiking and walking by. I'm like, some crazy people around here, but it's cool and all, but I mean, I don't think it's that cool. Whatever. Yeah, so the whole story about she's just ready to go. You're a good girl. The whole thing about why we're not going to Georgia to get the other boat, you know, I told you someone else beat me to the punch there, and then now we're out west. But obviously you guys are gonna remember the months ago when I went to Florida with the initial boat, you know, it fell apart and we ended up back in Ohio, blah blah blah. But we'll get into it, or I'll edit it in and narrate over or whatever, so we're not gonna make a whole video about it. But we're in California on Mount Diablo, and we're heading to Sausalito right now. We'll get you guys hooked up in the window, and you can you know, be along on the drive, at least the drive off this mountain. It's gonna be a wild one. What's up, guys? We're all packed up and ready to roll. I just wanted to show you guys the trek out of here, because I couldn't get the GPS off the windshield to show you the other day. But this is what we're looking at. This road, 11 miles of it. All the way down, and it's twisty, guys. This stuff don't do it justice. All the way down to where my thumb is at, Northgate. So let's pull Northgate down to there, and look at this. It is insane. Why? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the YouTubes. Talking to our people here. Look at that. It's a trek. You've seen it on the way up, but I couldn't show you the map because I was driving. But it is insane. I'm gonna get you guys set up in the window. We're gonna check the oil, because that's what you do before you start engines up, and take them on trips, and check my fluids real quick, and we'll be on our way. See you in a minute.